This one is going to be my last whiskey of the night. I started off with, what did I start off with? I'm having trouble remembering. Oh yeah, Larry Robinson. J.P. Weiser's NHL Alumni Series, Larry Robinson bottling. Very entertaining, very enjoyable. Then I tried Bob Dylan's Heaven's Door Tennessee Straight Bourbon, which was quite interesting as well. Then I went on and had a couple of shelter points, both the Montfort districts, the 141 and the 151. And even though the 141 won the 2019 Whisky Gold Medal for Canadian Whisky Awards, the 151 is even better, in my opinion, my humble opinion. So now that I've done all of this, I have one more whiskey to try tonight. This one is a single malt. And it is from a distillery that I have neglected in the past. I've only had one dram from this distillery, and I forget which one it was, because they used to be released in vintages rather than having age statements. And it's got to be about 6 years, maybe more, since I actually had that dram from this distillery. And I had a Tomatin 15, which was aged in bourbon barrels exclusively, ex-bourbon barrels. And then I tried a whiskey from this distillery, and I found it to be lacking at the time. But at the time, I was also not big into sherry, and this particular distillery uses sherry casks for its maturation. I believe almost exclusively. I'm talking about none other than the Glenrothes Speyside. This one is the Glenrothes Whiskey Maker's Cut, bottled at 48.8% alcohol by volume. And what a lot of packaging this is. Anyways, because Glenrothes has been rebranded, like a lot of other distilleries have rebranded their things. I'm talking about Balblair added an age statement, and not only Balblair, but a lot of things have changed. Old Pulteney has rebranded its entire lineup. And there was another one that I was focused on for a while. But Glenrothes is another one that changed its whole brand. And instead of just bottling vintages, now they're bottling age statements. But this one, as far as I know, does not have an age statement. This is the Whiskey Maker's Cut. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a try. This is quite some packaging for this bottle. And there's a bunch of stuff to read on there. And I'm going to read it to you, and I'm going to open this up first and pour a dram. Oh, this keeps going, doesn't it? And the top. Come on. Okay, we got the top off. Now we're going to open the cork. Oh, it's a soft one, but it's a real cork. Oh, does this also have... This has one of those screw top corks, just like Highland Park. It glugs, that's a good thing. 48.8% alcohol by volume. Get in there. Oh, yeah, and it screws shut just like the Highland Park. Okay, now let's find out. Well, we let that sit for a bit. Okay, what does it say here? The Glenrothes established 1879 Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey maker's cut. Matured only in first fill sherry seasoned oak casks, bottled at natural color at the strength selected by our master whiskey maker. I élevé exclusivement en fût de chêne imprégné de... Oh, no, that goes into French, okay. Character, aroma, taste, finish. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to try it myself. Gordon Motion, Master Whiskey Maker. Okay, this is bilingual. Oh, here's the thing. Okay, Glenrothes Speyside single malt. Quietly went and without compromise, the Glenrothes distillery in the heart of Speyside has been crafting some of the world's finest whiskey since 1879. An authentic single malt Scotch born from the natural spring waters that run through our estate, patiently distilled in our tall copper stills. The result is a remarkable new make spirit of exceptional elegance, ready to be matured to perfection in carefully selected oak casks. At the Glenrothes, our commitment to the highest quality wood is unwavering. Every cask at our on-site cooperage is assessed and looked after by local artisans to ensure it meets our exacting standards. We use a very high proportion of first fill European and American oak casks. Sherry seasoned in Jerez, Spain. The resulting whiskey is an absolutely natural in color and balanced in flavor with great depth and structure. A whiskey to be savored with all the senses. Discrètement, mais avec la plus grande intégrité. La distillerie de Glenrothes est établie au cœur du Speyside, élaborée depuis 1879, des whisky parmi les meilleurs au monde. Okay, that's enough of the French. Un whisky à savourer avec tous les sens. Glenrothes.com. Whiskey Maker's Cut. Okay, I have gone on long enough, have I not? It's almost 10 minutes and I didn't nose anything yet. I tend to get that way as the night goes on. And this is the last one of the night. Heavy sherry. Is it a sherry bomb? Nah, I don't know. I think it is a sherry bomb. What does it say on the bottle? Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, whiskey maker's cut. Matured only in first fill sherry seasoned oak casks. Bottle at natural color at the strength selected by our master whiskey maker. And then in French, product of Scotland, 48.8%. Distilled and bottled by Glenrothes distillery. And you won't get pregnant from this, and it's to be recycled. Ooh, it's making a sound. It's making a sound. Like there's air escaping from it. Huh. Cool. All right. Yeah, Glenrothes is a distillery that I never really paid much attention to or got on very well with. But I plan to change that, and I plan to give it a chance. Because there are some sherried whiskeys that I love, namely Glenfarclas 15. That was the epiphany. That was the one that converted me to sherry. Heavy sherry. It's got a dark color to it. %. What kind of legs do we get, if we get any legs at all? Yeah, we got some legs. Look at that. And did I go through this part already? What did it cost? $87.99. So 88. Okay, so we're talking about 8.8, which is the liquor tax, plus 4.4, which is the goods and services tax, plus a dime for the bottle deposit, plus $87.99 for the whiskey. $101.29. I paid cash $110 and got $8.70 back in change. And that was on the 5th of September 2020. $101. Is it worth it? That smells good. And it's got quite a hefty box too. And a cute little bottle. This way. A cute little bottle. Smells like sherry. Oh, we've been going for 14 minutes. Okay. Heavy sherry overcoat. I don't get any distillery character at all. All I get is the dark fruits. Figs, dates, raisins, prunes, that whole thing. Sherry cask. And a hug. It is strong at 48.8%. Wash that down with some water. Wow, you know, I thought I'd give it a chance, but sherry bombs are not usually my thing. There are some that work for me, like some releases from Glenrothes, but most Macallans, meh. But there is the 12, the Macallan 12. That's 100% Oloroso, which is wonderful. This I would like very much. It's mouth-watering like crazy. But I would like very much to taste and smell what is underneath all that sherry. If I want a sherry bomb, this will be it. Glenrothes Whiskey Maker's Cut. Yeah, get dark fruits. And that's about it. That's about all. Dark fruits. They're not dried out fruits. They're fresh. They're ripe. Very ripe. Very intense. Very intense. 48.8% alcohol by volume after all. Yeah. This is quite an aggressive Speysider, let me tell you. It's all about the sherry maturation. Not my favorite thing, but I can tell how it's well made and it's a quality product. Yeah. Yeah. This will do the job if I'm in the mood for a lot of sherry. I'd go for this. What does our cheers box say today? This time. Ah, Chin Chin.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.